Listen, I love MMORPGs. I think they're so much fun. I also enjoy visiting the subreddit for MMORPGs, but those people don't seem to really enjoy being there. I'm not sure why I'm still there. I feel like they're a genre off in the corner doing its thing. Not necessarily inventing new things, but also like, how do you... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Today we're going to be checking out several tracks from MMORPGs, listening to them, analyzing them, and enjoying them together. Ragnarok Online has got to have one of the most interesting and diverse MMO soundtracks I have ever heard. I've never heard this piece. This is Hamatan from Ragnarok Online. What? Oh, that's cool. That dump. Yeah, that's dope. Dude, that's amazing. Like that, what an incredible piece. And that to me feels like it feels like it's an overworld describing like a place that I don't want to assume it's a desert, but certainly it describes a place that's like extremely vibrant. The chant underneath really invites us into this hyper lived in space. There's like hustle and bustle, like things need to get done. There's a momentum in that piece that just absolutely smacks and it rocks, and it's also very it's kind of an inviting piece. Like it feels dangerous, but it has an air of danger, but it also like, hey, if you don't look at anybody in the eyes, you'll be fine. That's cool, man. That's really dope. Oh man, we're gonna check out Mists of Pandaria. I'm actually, of all the time periods of World of Warcraft that I wish that I had been playing it, I would say that the Mists of Pandaria was definitely the section that I feel like I wish I had met at the like height of it when it came out. This is Serpent Riders from WoW Mists of Pandaria. Some syncopation. I just want to stop really quickly and just say that, like, to me, like, the size of this is really what's the most impressive thing. Also, there's been I think three to four times where we've had like seamless transitions from one tiny section that is playing the way that it sounds, and then it seamlessly transitions to another section, and you can't even really tell. That's insanely cool. Also, what's another amazing thing for me about this piece is just it feels like flying fast with like a sense of regality, though. Like, it doesn't feel like we're just like, ooh, flying, so peaceful. It's flying. It's like you are a serpent rider. There's a muscular quality in the music, right? There's a real like sense of like, I am a serpent. There's pride in it. And I think part of that's probably predominantly I think because of the horn, and there's also some really nice trumpet accents that are happening over top. And that's the thing that really feels grandiose, feels vast. It feels like the peaks are in the distance. It's just a mesmerizingly beautiful day. The clouds are low, covering, you can see, you're above the clouds. You can see the large arches of stone and rock, and you're free. But you also have a responsibility, and there's like a job that needs to be done. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, very, very sweeping. I also really love, there's a thing that happens here. I'll try to rewind and find it. There's a little bit of a twinkling thing that happens with it sounds like the piccolo or the flute in the upper register. And I love that thing because it really does feel like cloud cover. Right there. Yeah, I know. And that's glorious. And the reason why that's glorious is because of the rhythm. And there's also unison movement there with the horns. Ba 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. It's just like, yeah, you know what I mean? It really cements itself in this feeling of like being in your face and being so present and excited and just enthusiastically there. You know what I mean? It's really, really, really like, yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, wow. And then we dial it back. Beautiful piano back there. It's like you come to your landing. It also doesn't grow in crescendo. I thought it was going to really like explode, but it actually pulled back, which is cool. It's just neat because you're like, okay, we've landed. Cool. It's great. I mean, what a gorgeous piece. I want to check out stuff from, I'm not going to have any 14 in here because I've covered 14 a lot. You know what I've never really discovered or explored? Final Fantasy 11. And I feel like it has to be on here. So we're going to check out Saruta Baruta. I was immensely jealous of my friends that were playing Final Fantasy 11 when it first came out. This was such a like big moment for the Final Fantasy like games, to the point that I actually thought when Final Fantasy 11 came out, I thought that we would stop having single player solo entries of Final Fantasy because the dominant force was going to be the MMO. Final Fantasy 11, obviously that didn't really happen, and also Final Fantasy 14 ended up imploding on itself and resetting. So I don't think that was a big fear. And then that fear was unwarranted, I should say. So let's check out Final Fantasy's representation will be Saruta Baruta. Oh, wow. Cool, the clarinet takes over. Oh, that's fun. Wow, it's a duet with clarinet and like a folk flute. It's such a journey, you know. This piece is really like the first half with the flute and the guitar feels like it's a solo experience as you walk into the city, and it feels very forested or like rainforesty, sort of Peruvian or you know, kind of not dissimilarly to where we sort of are in Dawn Trail now with Final Fantasy XIV. What's really interesting to me is that it kind of is a journey. The player is the guitar and the flute, and then we walk. We enter into this city, this hub, and the hub is very diverse, right? We have a wide variety of people and different locations and different buildings. Everything looks kind of strange and new, and all the different people that you interact with, the merchants, the business people, the food folks, you know, everybody, they're all different. And that's when all those different instruments kind of come together. And when the clarinet comes in at the beginning, it almost feels like it's like saying hello to us, right? And it's actually a person. They're like, hey, I'll take you into the city. I got you. And like, you know, kind of walk. And this feels like a story through music, which is really cool. I mean, like, what a beautiful, placid, welcoming, warm sound. Very, very relaxed, very light, but also, like, you know, it's got some energy into it, and it's fun. I also love the ostinato and the guitar. I mean, it's this absolutely lovely piece. Let's check. Shin Megami Tensei had an MMO. This is Nakano Field from Shin Megami Tensei Imagine. That piece is not overly complicated, right? I don't think that necessarily that piece is like going to break charts and explode out of the, you know, top whatever game soundtracks ever. But it's interesting because it serves a really interesting purpose in that its role is to exist and to help you, the player, be productive and do the things that need to be done in a place like Nakano Field. Like the energy in it is very relaxed. It's a vibin' track, and it's very true. There's a quality in that sound of just going with the flow. It's not obstructive. It doesn't get in the way. It doesn't bear you down. It just is a vibe. And I think there's something to be said for pieces that don't necessarily make you have like a deep existential feeling about them, but they're just enjoyable because they're fun to listen to. And also, if you're going to be listening to something a lot, which in an MMO, chances are, if it's especially a grindy one, I don't know anything about Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to be doing in a place like Nakano Field, where having music like this will help you, kind of guide you along. I have been playing a lot of Lotro recently, Lord of the Rings Online. It's very, very, very old, but there's something about the old school MMORPGs that just hits, and I don't know if it's because of deep-seated nostalgia or what, but this is Urgent Errands from Lord of the Rings Online, Riders of Rohan. Love the harmony there with those violins. Or, are they violins? Yeah. Damn, that's cool. Fuck yeah. Dum, da, da, dum. The lower brass there is terrific. Hey, wait. Wait a second, was that? Is that Riders of Rohan from Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings? The movie, Harbor Shore? Yeah. See, this is a cool soundtrack. This is a really cool piece because it has a balance of energy and forward momentum and danger, especially with the title like Urgent Errands. You know, there's something that needs to be done there. And yet there's a wonderful mixture of the beauty of the place that you're in coupled with the inherent stress and concern of the thing that needs to get done. And I think that's really cool, especially there's some exceptional brass corners that it almost feels like the brass kind of comes in and steals the show and says, hey, pay attention, while we're immersing ourselves in the beauty of Rohan and what, you know, the sweeping vistas and what have you. But then suddenly you get thrust back into, hey, you need to pay attention because this is serious. You know what I mean? Like there's a really beautiful mixture there of being enchanted with the beauty of the nature and also feeling an immense feeling of like, we have got to get to Rohan ASAP because the situation has become dire. And that's where those horns come in. And then also there's a really sharp string, like that part. It's really, really cool. I mean, what an amazing piece. And really, you know, it's funny. Lord of the Rings Online is very slept on. It's a very, 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 very beautiful and lovely game that has a very, very, very committed community to it. And I really, I enjoy playing it when I just want to relax, turn my brain off. It's not a hard game, but the cool thing is that you can actually make it more difficult because you can raise the world level and stuff and raise the difficulty. It's a great little game, you know, 15 years old now, I think. But it has such a sheen of nostalgia to it, and it's just lovely. Let's check out Godspeed from Tera. I don't think I've ever played this. You know what? No, I did. I played this on the PlayStation 4. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. What an incredible piece of music. I mean, it's such a hopeful piece of arrival. Either it's the journey's end and you've done a great thing, reflecting on the power of the journey you just experienced, right? And all the things that came with it, and the trials and the tribulations and the accomplishments and the fears and the worries, and you've done it. You achieved greatness. Or it's the, go forth, and I believe in you, and I believe in what you can do, and you yourself can achieve great things, and there's opportunity at every corner, and optimism and hope and possibility. Both of those scenarios could be true or whatever, depending on the context. What a glorious piece of music. I mean, it's absolutely sumptuous. It's gentle. It's inviting. It's really extraordinary stuff. That's genuinely amazing. A game that I have 200 hours in is Guild Wars 2. I love Guild Wars 2. I'm curious about what's coming down the pike, if they're working on Guild Wars 3, what's going on back there. I really genuinely found Guild Wars 2 last year. It's an incredible experience playing Guild Wars 2. I can't recommend it enough. If you're looking for a change of pace from the standard sort of chasing the carrots and gear and all that other stuff that other MMOs provide, well, Guild Wars 2 says, no, we're not going to provide that. We're going to do something called horizontal progression, where if you pick up the game in a year, your gear will still be relevant and you can still just hop in and experience the game. Obviously, that has pros and cons. It's just a question of what you like about it or don't like about it. But this is a Aurene Dragon Full of Light from Guild Wars 2. Did not expect a cappella male chorus. No, the men support the women singing. Okay, we're having some call and response. Wow. Oh, some dissonance there. Wow, beautiful. A little bit of slowing down. You hear the holy quality in Aurene with this singing. Take flight. No vibrato, very sparse. Open vowels. Yeah. Yeah. Crescendo. And it really showcases. It's the immortalization of Aurene, the dragon, right? And what has actually happened. But this piece really sends home the idea that Aurene is a benevolent and and important and loving and bright symbol in the world of Guild Wars 2. There's a quality in this of real warmth and gentility. Now it does have a very mournful quality, which I think has story related reasons. To be honest, I played Guild Wars 2 I played it like in the weirdest way. I did all the DLC, I did all the expansions for the mounts, and then I went back to personal story living. Now I'm doing Living World Season 1. I've already done all of Path of Fire. I already have my Sky. Anyway, I did it the wrong way. But well, there's no such thing. But you know what I mean. And I think with this, like, there's a real quality in this of loss, of reverence, of appreciation, of having it slip through and not being able to turn back the clock, if that makes sense. And by saying her name, it's almost like keeping her memory alive and embracing, if she's passed, embracing what Aurene was and wanted to be and could be, if you know what I mean. Really beautiful piece. I mean, we're only scratching the surface when it comes to MMORPGs. There's so much good music written for these games, and I mean, the lists could be huge. Let me know in the comments below what other MMOs have amazing music. Definitely point out your favorite tracks. Definitely want to listen to more of this. As always, thanks a ton, and I'll see you later.